That boy ill. My illa.
El Phoenix.
Yo, we're gonna set it off like this, man.
Go.
Yeah.
We're gonna let that boy Ills a Kill set it off,
Still
man.
here.
Coming with that energy,
Still
man.
standing.
Let's go.
Yeah. I feel it reborn. I woke up now, I'm seeing things I didn't see before. Cause I've been going through some things that left some deep scars. I took the losses, learned the lessons, and I evolved. I hit the reset button, time to restart. You see, I lost everything, everything's gone. It's time for me to bounce back, it's time to be strong. See, this is comeback season, watch me leapfrog. I'm lifting off, I'm going up, about to reach the stars. They say I'm different, I'm just something you ain't seen before. I don't fit in because I'm cut from a different cloth. I stand out like I was the opposing digit sword, but you're my grip strong. Now I'ma put the whole game in a chokehold. Came a long way since I gave you a logo. Hit rock bottom, gotta say I was solo. Fell down, skipped it, but I came back ocho. This is comeback season. Running like a madman on a mission, got a reason. Marshawn Lynch mode, bitch, I'm beastin'. Rose from the ashes, bring the fire, I'm the phoenix. This is comeback season. Pushing forward with this new life that I'm leasing. Rose from the ashes, bring the fire, I'm the phoenix. Flowing like a dragon with this fire that I'm breathing.
Yeah.
This is comeback season. Pushing forward with this new life that I'm leasing. Rose from the ashes, bring the fire, I'm the phoenix. Flowing like a dragon with this fire.
Yo,
I
man,
fuck with that hook heavy, bro.
bro. If people haven't checked out Ills a Kill, you guys need to check him out. And for the people that do know about him and the new people,
Yeah.
he dropped a new album, man. You know, we just had him on the pod, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, Ills a Kill's he's the homie. He's cool as hell. Humble ass dude, but he's talented as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, way. I'm listening to the album, bro, and it's like the production of it, way is like, you know, it's like it's dope to see someone just go out of the norm, you know, do like something completely different, you know.
Yeah. It's not something you're regularly listening to, right? Because there's a lot of similarities with a lot of new Latino rappers, Chicano rappers, you know, where you have that West Coast sound, you have the, you know, all that stuff. I'm not going to bring everything into it, pues, pero we have an idea when a new Mexican rapper comes out, they seem to stay in a similar lane, right?
Yeah.
Someone like Ills a Kill, he's showing his skills. He's showing the creativity, right? I even like the beginning of the fucking album, right?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Wait, well, next time we talk to him, I'm gonna be like, bro, how do you come up with all this? Did you do all this by yourself? Like this, you know, the basically the acting in it, because it's like a whole conversation.
The storyline, and
the storyline, because he's like having conversation with like what is it, like the devil or something like that.
It's like he's going into like some kind of haunted house. Okay, I've only jammed the album just once.
It's fresh. It just came out Friday,
and I was jamming it. So it sounds like he's going into like a scary house or some sort, right? And he has to pay an entrance, but they tell him no, there's no fee. You just gotta cover. You just gotta. And now I'm kind of lost. I don't think it was a soul. I think it was fuck. We're gonna have to get back to that.
Yeah. It's a whole like movie basically, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the homie's coming in with some dope ass flow. And again, it's like a whole storyline to everything he's you know, added on his album. But the I don't know, the main thing about this album, bro, that I'm getting from is like just it's motivational music, way. You know, for motherfuckers that like to be on the grind, that sometimes have them days, them weeks, them months, years that they're like just out of it, like they can't. They're like in a funk that you just can't get out of. Way like this is the type of music that gets you out of it. Way like it just motivates you, bro. And you know, some people's gone through shit harder or deeper than other people, you know. You know, you can hear it in the lyrics, you know, some of it, and I'm like, damn, like you can really feel the pain. You can really feel like, you know, someone sharing some you know, some real shit about them, you know. So I thought it was dope.
And sharing something personal, bro, a lot of people might start taking it for granted now because it's so common for, you know, podcasts and music or interviews and shit like that. But it is being transparent about personal issues, bro. That's one of the most difficult things to do. You know, like you're being so vulnerable to your fans or to the public that you feel like you need to let them know exactly what the fuck you're going through, right? And you deliver it in some dope music, but it's you know, you gotta appreciate that. I ain't gonna lie. Like with our last conversation, and he told us that this was like his, you know, everything that he's been going through. He put it in this album. I was like, oh fuck, I want to check it out, because I've been going through some shit myself. You know what I mean? And I wanna see we relate, and like you just mentioned, motivation. Like I need some motivation my damn self. Way.
Yeah, and you know, everyone relates to their own level. You know, it's kind of like you interpret it to your own life. You know what I mean? So I thought it was really dope, man. There was a lot of dope stuff in here. There's a lot of like quotes, or like what is it called, like voiceovers, where you hear like the greats, you know, dropping like some real gems. You know, you hear like Kobe in there, you hear Mike Tyson in there, and those are all like quotes or like videos that I've seen, and I'm like inspired by it. You know, I'm just like, so it's dope to see like, oh shit, like our basically our algorithm's the same, you know, when it comes to shit like that, but it's like we are like, those messages, they're impactful, you know what I mean? Like for motherfuckers.
Have you heard David Goggins' messages, way? You know David Goggins?
That bald dude?
The black dude, skinny dude, because he's running all the time.
Yeah.
His TikToks will drop like this: "You're a bitch. You're just a bitch.
Oh shit.
You're a fat bitch."
Oh damn.
He's all like, "Get out there, do the work, and stop bitching. Get off the podcast, leave the TV alone, and get out there and do the fucking work."
Bro, yeah,
I show my girl that way. I show my girl that way, and that's the difference between women, like motivation stuff, and men. You know what I mean? Like to women, it's like, why the hell you listen to that? Like that's just dumb. That's stupid. Why would you let people talk to you like that, right? Yeah. But man, it's like, I think this motherfucker's right, way. Like I better get out there and do some fucking work. Way.
I am acting like a little bitch. No, but there's, you know, like that's not too bad, bro. Because you're right. Sometimes you gotta hear it that way, you know. But there's this other dude, bro. It's a white dude. It's a white bald dude that he does the same type of videos, right?
Is he like a ex-Marine of some sort?
He looks like that, right? Yeah. Either a cop or like an ex-Marine, right? But he was like at a convention type of deal, and he was like, he had some of his people that went and see him at his convention or whatever, and then he brought him up on stage, and he's all like, he started telling one motherfucker he's fat. He's like, "You're fat. Look at you. You're fat and sloppy. I can't even believe your wife has sex with you. Look at you. You're disgusting." And I'm just like, bro, as a man, bro, like, you're gonna let another motherfucker like
fuck you,
just talk to you like that, and like, what's it called, like basically
belittle your ass,
belittle you know, put you down like that. Like, one thing is like telling a motherfucker like, man, you got to get your numbers up. Like, how much you making? You can double that. You got to put in the work, you know, motivational shit, right? But now when you start like really getting into a motherfucker, like, I can't even believe your wife has sex with you. You're disgusting, and this and that.
I know who you're talking about. That dude's name's like Elliot. I forget, but it's a skinny white dude. His wife is very similar, dude. His wife is. They have joined forces to deliver this message, you know, and it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if they like scheduled when they themselves would have sex with, because their schedule is just like work, right? She had this I seen one of her like TikToks or whatever, and she said, yeah, women have trouble that, you know, they tell me that they feel like they're not spending enough time with their kids, you know. They're like, I just don't know if I'm doing the work and life balance and parenting balance correctly. And then that she was like, well, how much time are you spending with your kids? And they're like 1 hour or 2 hours. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, that's way too much time.
No, mom.
She's like, I give my kids 20 minutes, you know. We do 20 minutes, we go outside, we play, we do merry-go-round, and then after 20 minutes, it's back to get to work type shit, you know.
See, that's the motherfuckers that the kids don't come visit them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when you grow old and lonely, you know what I mean? Because your kids are like, fuck you, you don't even know me, I don't even know you, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, them people, they're successful because but what they're selling more is that lifestyle, is that like mindset belief, right? Like,
bro, I've like I heard of one, man, I'm stuttering like a motherfucker right now. I heard this one dude say this before. What is his name? Danny Costa.
What is he?
He's that Mexican dude that does the same type of speeches.
Oh
right?
yeah, that vato's aggressive.
He's
güey.
aggressive too, right? But one thing that he did say, and he basically like motherfuckers tell you the truth right in your face. He says that one of the best businesses to get into is to be a motivational speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no way to scale you. There's no
Yeah.
way to track you. Like
Yeah.
if it didn't work for you, motherfucker, you didn't try hard enough.
Yeah.
Like you must be stupid if it's not working for you. You lying, you know.
There's there's probably like a little, well, what do they call that? Little text on the contract or whatever. It's like, if you don't see these results, it's because you did not follow the whatever the fuck. You know?
So that's the thing. Like a lot of these people get into these, become motivational speakers onto these courses because
You're the product. güey.
yeah, you are exactly. You are the product.
Yeah.
You know, and like I've heard people say before is like, one thing is being a motivational speaker, or whatever. Yeah, sometimes you do need that. But I prefer to take information. let me correct myself. I prefer to take.
I like it when you stutter like that, Daddy. Just fumbling for your words, Daddy.
No mames, güey. I like getting that information from motherfuckers that actually did something great. Way, like Mike Tyson. He's there's things about him that I'm like I'm not down with that, but.
Like he's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, like that. I'm like, but when someone like Mike, I can let that slide, bro.
You can let
showing your cheeks on national TV, like you know what, bro? I have to forget that ever happened, bro. But
hey, Mike, he was like trying to sell that fight big time, right? Like even though it was just on Netflix, way, but like imagine he showed his cheeks in enough time for people to be like, yo, I'm watching this Mike Tyson deal, and this dude straight up came out with his ass out.
Yeah, they know. Like,
and then that's gonna just go across the group messages, right?
Not just group messages, but like social media.
Yeah, social media.
Put it up on people posted a picture of him showing his cheeks, and then start making the memes about it, and then next thing you know, like, when did this happen? The fight right now on Netflix.
Hey, that's gonna be a sad day though, right? Way like when your cheeks are just droopy like that. Way
I didn't look at him that much, bro.
No, you gotta know, like they were not the cheeks of a athlete man.
They were not stallion.
They were not
cheeks.
stallion cheeks.
No
bro.
mama's way.
I'm like, man, that's gonna suck, bro. Cause you wear skinny jeans sometimes. You're like, man, I'm kind of like out. I'm out here, baby.
That's why you're gonna have to wear shaping skinny jeans from now on.
Mike Tyson needs to get a BBL way.
No mama's way. But anyways. So people that are looking for motivation, I know we kind of skipped away from how we started it off, but bro, it was a kill. Make sure you guys check him out. I want to play a couple tracks, bro, just to give motherfuckers an idea what this dude dropped. And let's see, some of them that stood out for me as I was driving up here. Let's see here. Oh, this one. I like how he flipped it from Spanish to English.
Mistake my confidence for arrogance.
Not everyone can do it.
I don't give a fuck.
1, 2, check. Hey, microphone check. A microphone check. Yeah, a microphone check. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I gotta be real. I'm not a saint, I sin dog. Label me illegal, crossing borders. Fuck your damn walls. Travel with my people in the pack, homie. We 10 strong. Call me a wetback, and that's exactly when I check jaws. Mama bet coyotes, a couple bracks for the send off. She called it investing in the future for the best odds. Soy mexicano, güerito y tapatío de Jalisco. Soy listo con el estilo puro Latin lingo y suavecito mi rico cuando les digo y les explico con mi hocico que soy el mero chingón. Kid Frost said I'm a microphone killer. Delinquent habits call it zeros. It kills the illest. No one's el mata palabras, mi boca es pistolas cogiendo las balas o puede ser que mi lengua es una espada y los que tratan de llegar a este nivel se estancan y siempre fallan para nada nunca nos alcanzan. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Insane.
This motherfucker just reminded me of what real hip hop is.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, this vato was spitting on this one, man. Before we move on, bro, sometimes this one's funny to me, bro, because sometimes you think to yourself, like, man, I am an asshole sometimes, right? So this song, it's for them days when you gotta recognize you an asshole, man.
You gotta be an asshole these days, mi gente.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
You a cold motherfucker, Roberto.
I'm an asshole. I'm the bad guy. I'm the one you love to hate. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the one you love to blame for all your bad times. You run your mouth about me with all your damn lies. I'm asshole. I'm the bad guy. I'm the one you love to hate. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the one you love to blame for all your bad times. You run your mouth about me with all your damn lies.
They said I'm a bad guy.
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Y'all be angry about me.
Hit mad motherfuckers.
Watching my every move.
Goddamn motherfuckers.
Better get your own life.
You sad motherfuckers.
They said I'm an asshole, no good scumbag, saying I'm a piece of shit, but you couldn't blush.
Yo, I like how he did the ad-libs on that, man. That shit had me cracking up, way. Like,
Oh shit.
that shit, yo, the shit this motherfucker did on this album, man, is crazy, man. So shout out to Ilza Kill for dropping some real dope shit, some real dope rap, some real dope hip hop, man, coming out of our side of the culture, man. So you know we always celebrate that, man.
Keeping it funky también, you know what I'm saying?
But yo, Lazy, drop the intro, man. Introduce the podcast, bro.
Yo, what's good, mi gente? You is now tuned in to Pura Cultura Sin Censura, and this is your boy Lazy.
And I'm Smiley.
And together we are the
Maxi Twins. Yo, Lazy almost tried to switch up on me already, man. The Ameri Twins.
Oh shit! I forgot about that one.
That don't have the same ring to it, man.
Nah, for real, man.
Nah, man, but yo, man, a lot of shit's been happening with, you know what I mean?
A lot of shit, bro.
There's a lot of shit that's been going on, like, you
The
know.
game ain't never gonna be the same after this shit.
No. There's a lot of shit that's going on, bro. Like, personally and, like, culturally and nationally, I don't know. Everything, bro.
Everything that ends with a Y.
Worldly.
Sexually.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Lazy. Yo, like, some things we gotta keep it the same, Lazy. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
Identity.
Identity. Oh shit! All right, man. Yo, before Lazy gets too crazy in the beginning of the pod, man. Yo, man, let's just talk about some of the regular shit. You know, I know a lot of people just know that, you know, we haven't dropped the episode since after the election. We do want to talk about that, but we're gonna put that at the end because, you know, we're not trying to fuck up the vibes.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, we're gonna give our you know, our 2 cents on what we think of all that happened. But we'll say that to the end because, you know, we ain't trying to fuck up the vibes, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dope shit that's happening in our lives that we want to get to first before we do all that, man.
Yeah.
But Lazy, man, talk to me, man. What's happening?
What's happening, man? I don't know. I don't know where we're going. I don't know.
Yo.
Life is just it's a gamble right now.
Life is a gamble, man. You know, we out here figuring things out, you know. It's crazy. It's crazy way because I was thinking the other day, and I told my girl, and I was like it's crazy because we're gonna get to the point that, you know, have we talked about you quitting your job, or
I got shit canned.
okay, we haven't talked about that, right?
Nah, wait.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that.
Do we have to talk about that?
So what I want to talk about is like how we are in our point of our lives where we're like have the most bills that we've ever had in our life, probably.
Yeah.
And we're like not working to the extent that we've worked before when we've had less bills. You know what I mean? Like
and responsibilities,
and
right?
responsibilities, you know. So there's been times where I've been working like a full-time job plus a part-time, and I had less bills than I have today, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a part where I'm talking about we're figuring things out because you know, I quit my job back in August, you know, because I wanted to go full-time in with the business that we have. But, you know, it's a seasonal thing. It's a seasonal business, you know, and obviously I went in knowing this, you know, and, you know, that season's over. You know what I'm saying? The season.
My pockets feel it. My pockets tell me.
I didn't know my pockets could tell the weather. You know? So the season's over. So then
It's a humbling experience, right?
Very humbling. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know, okay, this is what real life is like again.
Yeah.
But you know, like for a little bit, like I wasn't even looking for a job. I wasn't even thinking about it. But, you know, as time goes on, you know, bills getting paid, you're looking at your bank account and you're like, oh shit, like, okay, I think it's time to, you know, get on this job search, you know, get back in the workforce type of deal. And that's where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. I recently got a job. I started working part-time at this one place. And you know, it's like you said, it's a humbling experience because you're learning something new. You're going into a place where there's people that have been there for years. So, it's like when you're the new guy at school, right? Like when you're the new guy at school and everyone already knows each other, and you're you're the fresh new guy, right? So it's like you got to get used to different personalities, different
You're a paisa, way.
different characters in the workplace, and it's that whole process way. And and the schedule that I'm choosing, it's early in the morning, you know what I mean? Because that's one thing that I had in mind. Like, I guess our requirements are different, you know what I mean? Because before it was like
more comfort, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about comfort, but before it was just like, I need a full-time job. Like, oh, you start from 8 to 4, cool, or 9 to 5, cool. But now it's like just looking at like our kids' schedule, right? Like, okay, we got to drop them off at the bus at this time, and we got to pick them up at the bus stop at this time. So now
that's what I meant. Like before is like whatever you decide. Like I don't mind working this, or I don't mind working that. Now it's like I need to work at this to this to be able to, like you said, deal with the kids' situations.
Yeah. So that's how we're doing it now. So it's like, okay, that schedule works with me being able to pick up my kids from the bus stop. So it's like, okay, that's what I got to do. And then at the same time, there's jobs where it's like that pay pretty decent money, but it's like start at 5 p.m. and get out at 2 a.m. type of shit, right? Which I wouldn't mind. I'm not scared of work, but I'm, just the thought of like, damn, like my kids are at school all day, and then I'm gonna pick them up, bring them home, and then go to work for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
That just don't sit right with me, because I'm just, I know you got to make sacrifices, but it don't sit right with me knowing that I'm basically not going to see them the whole day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's things that I'm like, nah, I can't do it, because, I had some applications, I use this app called Indeed. I know you told me about some different ones.
Did you upgrade your resume, way?
Yeah.
Oh,
When you upgrade your resume, like it's like it puts you like on this algorithm, because there's also an algorithm for those apps,
Yeah.
Every time I'm kind of like looking for a job, or even if I just want to see what else is out there, I'll just like go in there and make some changes, and then you'll start getting like emails about like job offers and all that. But I had done some job offers away, because at first I was like, all right, let's see what's out there. But then really thinking about it, I was like, nah, I gotta be strict with my schedule. Like I gotta basically put standards. Like I can't do this and I can't do that, because at the end of the day, family does come first. Unless something drastic happens, then your boy's working all day and all night. But
but that's the realities of shit, though, right?
Yeah, that's the realities, way. We've made decisions, way, and they're not easy decisions. We've made decisions, and we're trying to keep our standards, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to keep our standards. It's like when a good-looking girl keeping her standards, and then she kept her standards too long. She's not getting nothing. Then she ends up with an ugly motherfucker, bro.
Oh shit! But that was a wild card. But check this out, though. That's the new lane a different lane that we've crossed over to, right? And it's, I don't know if it's a little bit of a faster lane that you gotta think quicker, move different, and
think different,
think different, and be more creative with what can I do with this, or what opportunities y todo eso, right? Because that's the difference between working a job that is secure. You know what I mean? Like you have a full-time job. You don't have to do much else but to show up on your schedule, and you're good. As long as the company's doing good and it stays in business, you're getting a paycheck at the end of your pay period. Now what we're doing, we're trying to not get in that same routine that we've been dealing with our whole adult life.
Not just adult life. We've been dealing with this schedule. I've been working, bro, like ever since I got my job my first job at Subway at 15 years old. I haven't stopped working.
Yeah. I've been working since I was 13.
Well, yeah, I mean, we both worked, but that was like summer job at the orchards in Oregon,
But those were 8-hour shifts, bro, for kids.
Yeah, but then we stopped working for like, a while.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, kids these days, bro, like, I could have sworn we were like 12 or some shit, way.
Yeah, we were like 12 or 13.
Imagine putting a kid to work at a la factoría. What do you call it in Spanish? La planta or whatever, you know what I mean?
No. Like, it's not a bodega.
Ay, mijo. You threw that one way out there.
No, well,
that
they got
sounds
a
like a
warehouse.
corner store in New York.
No,
man.
well, they got a warehouse.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like working at a factory.
So we've been doing the working life forever, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's the only life we knew.
Yeah.
You know,
I seen this one meme. It said, "When your parents don't give you generational wealth, but they give you work, good work ethic," and the dude's punching the seat in the car like.
no, but
That's one thing that we did get from our family, bro. Work ethic, way. You know what I mean?
and we're trying to switch up the game now. You know what I mean? That's why
We're trying to do both now.
we're trying to do both. But that's why some people, and we're keeping it real with the people that listen with us. People listen with us, they're gonna get the real deal. Sometimes some motherfuckers might look like they got everything figured out and set, but in reality, is every day it's a challenge, right? To stay
Bro.
working towards that goal or that dream.
That's facts, way. Like even me myself, I've met people that look from the outside in. It looks like they got a lot of shit figured out. You know what I mean? And then you get into that world, and you're like, oh shit, like you're doing it because you chose to do it, and you're continuing to do it. That's really what it takes, way. Like it doesn't take a genius, like a super genius, to get something going. It just takes the balls to do it. You know, because we've met people that were like, damn, you run this business. Like in reality, like sometimes we're scared to jump into things, and then we meet people that, not to be culero or nothing like that, but you're like, damn, like I feel like I'm smarter than you, like, and I'm more responsible than you. Like, not to be on some judging shit way, but it's just the reality. Like when you meet certain people, and then you see how like irresponsible they really are, and how, you know, crazy they really are. You're like, oh shit, like.
And that person, again, with no culero intentions, but that person could easily say to anybody like yourself or like me, he's like, you could do it too, bro, but nomás no tiene los huevos para hacerlo, güey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh
that's the
shit,
truth.
that's the truth.
Yeah.
It only takes balls to do this. Like, to make this switch, it's building up some courage to be like, I don't know where this is gonna end up, but fuck it, let's I'm down for the ride, you know?
And I think that's the point where we're at right now, you know what I mean? Because it's not like, you know, like we've said it before, like we're not shooting to be like the richest people in the world, way. We're just shooting to make enough money to be comfortable, set our kids up for a good future, and have freedom. Because at the end of the day, freedom is like, that's priceless, you know. I'm not trying to sound cheesy or nothing, but
no.
like there's just this week, you know what I mean? Like we went and have breakfast with our dad like on a Tuesday or something like that, or Wednesday, and it's like we've been doing a lot of that ever since we kind of went off and started doing our own thing. Before like I'm telling you, before we even had a lot of responsibilities, and before we had the bills we have today, we would work our full-time job Monday through Friday. You know,
We didn't see each other.
Like it would be like from, let's just say 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 4 p.m. We didn't see each other. We didn't visit nobody. We didn't take our dad out to eat. Like none of that was happening.
We were like the best trained little workers, bro.
Best trained robots.
You know, like, and a lot of people that we knew. Friday through Sunday, you know, we did our thing. That's madre way. Monday through Thursday or whatever, there's not a word from at least the people that we kicked it with, right?
Yeah.
Everybody went back to work mode and regular routine mode. There was no, hey, you want to go to happy hour on a Tuesday or Thursday, or hey, you guys want to go do the golfing course or anything like that way. There was none of that. I guess, I mean, it's probably clear to see that we come from a working class environment. I mean,
Oh, you're from the middle class.
no, working class, I said.
You're from the middle class like Kamala, huh? Yo, we'll talk about that, man. Yo, I'm still sad about that. But anyways,
I'm pissed.
but okay, so that's what's happening. We got a lot of freedom, and like you said, we're not like balling like some motherfuckers. We're figuring shit out, you know what I mean? And we trying to figure things out.
You'll find out what real balling is, bro. Real balling is I agree with a lot of these memes, right? Real balling is going to the park with your kid on a Tuesday, or going to breakfast like we did the other day with our pops, like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. That's real balling, bro.
Yeah, that's success. I remember
It ain't the rims on your ride.
I shared this one video of TK Kirkland. You know, he's all like, man, a lot of people don't like know what success is. Like, success is being able to, like, I don't know, I'll make some parts up because I forgot, but he was like, going out to dinner with your family, that's success. Like, success is being at the park with your kids, you know, that's success. Like, success is like going and being able to get a haircut, that's success. You know, we're able to do that. We got money to do that. We got the time to do that. And sometimes we get blinded by our dreams and goals, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I can't wait till I do this. I can't wait till this happens. I can't wait till that happens. And you don't enjoy what you actually been praying for. You know, you prayed for so many years to the place that you're at now, and you can easily like not enjoy it to this fullest potential if you're already thinking about what's the next greatest thing, because you know what I'm saying, like you don't give yourself enough time to enjoy what you're doing for yourself and for your family.
It comes with maturity, way. Like, I used to be in that cycle. What do they call it? The rat race, right? Like, I used to be in that cycle where I would think certain things would bring me happiness, and then in 2 days it was the same again, right? Like
male prostitution didn't do it for you.
So I would get that TV, you know what I mean? That ridiculous expensive TV, because it says that it's faster and much HD or 4K or whatever.
Yeah.
And then after a week, bro, you're back to like, what's the next thing that's gonna make me happy?
Yeah.
But I'm talking back in the day where that TV would still be on credit, and I'm already thinking on what I'm gonna buy next. You know, like, and none of that ever brought any like happiness, bro. It didn't like fulfill you. Now the experience that we got running a business and being able to move things around and kind of be the owners of our time for a lot of the day. That is what kind of changed the way that we move. That is like, I want to continue a lifestyle where I can be anywhere at any time of the day, right? Like, it could be a random day.
It's not like as dreadful way, because like when you're like working the regular 9 to 5, and again, we're not, you know, talking shit about 9 to 5s.
We already did our time, bro. We worked at the
we were
shop.
lifers.
We were lifers.
We did our 25 to life, man.
Bro, realistically, we'd be at a retiring age because we started working full-time jobs since like 11 or 12, bro.
You didn't tell that to the immigration office.
No.
All right, man. So someone would have got in trouble.
Allegedly. No, what I'm saying, like, we've already worked our almost like 35 years, you know, endlessly, like punching in, you know, all the time. And like I said, that's not a bad thing, because the way that we're moving, there might be times where we do got to go punch in here and there to get back on a track that we want to be on.
And that's where I'm at now. I'm back at punching in, you know. And you know what though? It's kind of crazy way, because for like 8 years, for 8 years, where I worked in the customer service type of work, right? Like sitting in the office and sitting in a desk,
bunch of weasels, bunch of carpet crawlers,
sitting at a desk way, just on your computer basically. And then that for so many years way, like your body starts like losing like certain conditioning way. Like, I come from a background of working in warehouses, working in factories, like doing some real labor way, like you know, like wrapping pallets, like lifting heavy boxes of auto parts and shit like that, bro. That now way, when I do physical work, bro, like working at basically at an office setting for 8 years way, like my body is like not conditioned to do like hard work no more way. So my pussy hurts, bro. No lie way. So what was it, like a few months ago, I fucking pinched a nerve in my neck, right, and it fucking paralyzed me from the back up, you know what I mean? Well, bro, just this couple weeks ago, I raked the leaves at my house, right? Bro, no lie, 5 hours, raking and bagging up leaves, it took me 5 hours. That's a lot of fucking work. Well, I'm out there, you know, taking care of business, bro. You know, it's like I don't know, 45 no, it wasn't that cold. It was like 50 degrees outside, so good sweater weather, but once you get moving, you take that sweater off. It's good weather, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was working hard the whole day away. Bro, I got home to take a shower, bro, like drying myself way. Like I fucking bent over like to dry my legs way, and I fucking like pinched the nerve in my back way.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you,
I'm
man?
telling you, way, like working and basically working at a desk for so many years, way, like just like my body just, I don't know, way, is weak, bro. I gotta admit, way.
Genetically, Mexicans ain't made for that way.
You know, way. Like I don't know, bro. And then like I fucking pinched a nerve in my lower back now, way. And then like fucking like I couldn't, like, bro, when that happened, way, like it was like an instant pinch, way. Like I tried to get up and it was like pinch, and then I had to fucking drop down, way.
Like,
you know,
how low do you drop it?
Low, very low, to the flow. No way, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had to like stay like in a compromising position for a while, bro.
Damn.
I told my girl, like, man, good thing Diddy wasn't in the room, because you know he would have had his way with me, man. I wouldn't have been able to do anything about it, man. No mama's way, but no way, not that way. I was like, I was like in a fucked up situation where I couldn't stand up straight way. It took me a little bit, and then like. Yeah, it took me a couple days to recover from that one, bro. Like it wasn't as bad as the other one, but I'm just like yo, this shit didn't used to happen to me. I don't know if it's because I'm also getting older, but like, bro, this shit did not used to happen to me. You know what I mean? And
you gotta stretch, fool. Even as an adults, like your bodies are just not. They're not like young anymore, bro.
Yeah.
You need a stretch, dude.
Yeah, bro, and I can't be embarrassed to stretch, way, because normally, you know, it's like embarrassing, like you're at your job. Like now, like I'm saying, I'm working at a place now where I'm actually doing some physical work, right? Like picking up boxes and doing some shit like that, doing a lot of walking now. And it's like, it feels good, way. Like it feels good. Like, okay, this is kind of like, I haven't done this for a while, and you know, it's good for me. But bro, I be stretching now, bro. Like I get at my work, bro. I get to the job, and like I find a nice little lonely area, bro. I start stretching, because I'm like,
I'm like, you've been to prison before, bro. Like I only bend over with my back to the wall.
Neta, way. Yo, straight up, bro.
What kind of traumatizing shit you been through, bro?
Nah, man, but
you
it
don't
was,
work with paisas that freaking, like, you know, paisas,
I hated that
how
shit.
they tap your ass.
Yo, yeah, paisas be playing like pesado way, like they be grabbing ass, but like that whole grab ass type of shit, like I'm not down with that way.
Hell
you know
no.
what I mean? Like I've never thought that shit was funny. Like, yeah,
There's some jokes that I don't fuck with at all, bro. Like even like stealing your lunch, or like putting salt in instead of sugar, you know, all that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
But what's it called? Was it humbling también to be in that type of work environment with, like, because we all know, like, certain work environments bring certain kind of people that, like, you kind of are very similar in a certain way, right? We're in the same, like, financial class. We're in the same working class. When we were doing the whole business throughout the summer, we were around a whole bunch of other people, bro. Like we were a bunch of, like, you see wealthy, you see rich, you see people doing real good. Then when I went back to work and I seen like the people that I was working in this department, it's like assembly type stuff. Bro, I felt kind of good to be back around my peeps, bro.
No, I'm not
and
gonna lie.
they're not even Latinos, bro.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of people that
The middle class.
The middle class. You know,
shout out to the middle class.
Shout out to the middle class.
Shout out to Kamala, man.
Shout out to Kamala, bro.
Man.
Like that general labor class. I've been around my whole life, so I felt very comfortable. And I told my girl, she's like, "How did it feel to go back to work?" Right? Because I was there for like 3 weeks before they shit canned my ass. And I was like, it's kind of weird, but like going back and seeing some of the old faces. That I was gone for 3 months plus, pero I was like, it felt good, you know. It felt like those are my people. Those are the people that we have a beer with and can like bullshit around about like normal stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, way. Yep, because working at the office, bro, like I gotta be honest, way. There was a lot of times where I had that. What was that called? Like that syndrome thing.
Oh, it's
imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome. Yeah.
Because, you know, and I guess I'll just say it straight up. I think there's, you know, white privilege is a real thing. You know what I mean? White privilege is a real thing, and I'll tell you what I mean in this situation. White people can like out of work do whatever the fuck they want, right? They can be the gangster Harley Davidson biker. They can be the fucking party animal popping pills at a fucking EDM concert. Yeah. They can be fucking, I don't know, just doing a lot of whatever the fuck they do, right? And then they show up to work and they dress up, and no one sees them as like, you're into some crazy shit, you know? It's like bro, I worked with a lot of dudes in the office. They would show up with their motorcycles to work. Bro, they would be in the parking lot putting on their bandana on their forehead or on their head. They put on their leather jacket, and now they're the badass biker, right? Yeah. Like Mexicans, we don't have the privilege of doing that. Black people don't have the privilege of doing that. Like, we have to keep it professional, walking to the job site and out of the job site. Like, once we hit the corner, then we turn up our rap music, right, or our corridos. But when you're in the premises, like, professional, because we get judged a lot quicker, you know, than other motherfuckers, bro.
And those judgments, they stay on you. Even if you know it's not true, the people around those judgments, they stay on you.
Because again, like white people, bro, and I'm just thinking out loud or not right now, right? But they can see other white people like a biker, he's a badass biker now, and then be like, oh, look at Billy, he's going out for a nice ride on this beautiful day. Yeah. And then they see me pull up, like, let's say I got the mamalona, fucking windows down, blast, like, listen to some rap music or some corridos. Like, oh, look, here comes the gangster from the hood.
Yeah, you know? Yeah.
And then it's like, now that title, gangster from the hood, is always stuck on me now. And like, don't mess with David, you know, he's gangster, you know? Like,
and we grew up around that, like, since like 18, you know, at these like big jobs that we worked at, or I'm saying like big companies that we worked for. That was always the thing, bro. It didn't even matter, like, until recently, and still people still try to push it, even though I'm not even that, like,
you're not that guy.
I'm not that gangster guy anymore.
You want to be that guy.
Nah,
you just cannot be that guy.
Oh shit. Now they still try to squeeze the little bit of gangster that I have, and it's like, oh, whoa, what, are we gonna go cruising north side? And I'm just like, and it's not even believable no more way. But there was a point in time where the hats that I rocked, you know, the clothes that we wore was clothes that we used to wear out or clubbing, and then we like became work clothes, right? Yeah. So a lot of it was baggy shit. But anyways, one time I won't forget, like, this supervisor dude, and I knew, being a Mexican like us, bro, we know we're gonna get judged way. That's just off the bat. If you don't know that, then you're one blind happy person, because you're living in.
There's 60% of blind happy people.
Yeah, and they might be living a better life, bro, because they really think that they're
oblivious.
You
know, sometimes they say people living oblivious live a better life because they just, you know,
it's like that.
They don't know any better.
It's like that shallow Hal, bro, where they get fooled to believe that something is real, but since they don't see the true reality of it, they're living a happy life and everything's just going so great for them. Yeah. Well, there's some people like us, bro, that we see shit to be for what it is, you know. And I know that
for the most part, but then sometimes we might
assume
because I mean, we, you know, the record is there for us always being victims of this or experience this. But we might be wrong once in a while. Yeah, you know what I mean?
But if we were betting guys, we'd be winning more bets than losing.
That's facts. Yep.
But check this out. Like, there was this manager, right? And I was cool with him, way, because, you know, there's those managers, and this is like at least maybe 10 years ago, right? So I was younger, you know, people, they try to be cool with you, you know what I mean? When they see that you're kind of like a city dude or like a young cat, you know, they try to be cool with you. So this guy would always try to be cool with me, right? And he was an okay boss. He was an okay boss, right? But I would always wear different hats. You know, I'd always wear Minnesota or Chicago or L.A. or whatever.
Some confused little fella.
I would just rock different hats to rock whatever I was wearing, right?
You for the streets is basically what you're saying.
So one time, this other dude that I work with, and he was like, what do you? Everybody knows this kind of güero, bro. Like this güero was like low key, but kind of high key racist. He would always make those jokes. But he's just so nerdy and like so weak that you don't even take him
take it serious.
No,
like that,
and you can't even hurt him, right? Because you're like, what am I gonna look like smacking this dude right here, you know? And he's like, hey, Tapia, you know, blah blah blah, and you know he'd make some racial jokes whether they were black or Mexican, you know, and I'm just like, whatever. Anyways, down the line, he's all like, yeah, you know, I forgot exactly how the conversation came across, but he's all like, Tapia can get away with doing that because he's ghetto or something like that.
Oh,
like
shit.
The boss said that about me, way.
The boss said this about you?
Yeah. So the nerdy guy told me that he told me that something about the hats that I wear. Oh, Daniel always wears different teams because, you know, a lot of these not big time.
Also, your boss said this behind your back.
Behind my back.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of these dudes, they're into sports, right? I'll be honest. I rock a lot of sports shit. I don't watch any sports, right? So I don't know who are the rival enemies, you know, that I can wear a Boston and then I can wear a New York gang. You know, I can have an idea, but I really don't know shit about sports, right? But that was what he said. Oh, Daniel or Tapia can do that because he's ghetto. He doesn't, you know, some, right?
Yeah.
And I always kept that with me. I was like, damn, bro, like you really call me ghetto, bro. Like I don't conduct myself like I'm ghetto. I could be ghetto outside, you know, I could be ghetto out of work. I've never conducted myself ghetto at the job.
Yeah.
Why do you call me ghetto? You know what I mean? So that was just another confirmation that even when I didn't try to be ghetto, that's still the judgments that people would throw on you, way.
Yeah, damn, that's fucked up, way. But it happens, way, and that's what I'm saying. Like that white privilege is very evident, you know, because
not to everybody,
you know, not to 60% of the Latinos. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people think white privilege is like, oh yeah, I inherited a house and I inherited $1 million and I don't get pulled over by cops because I'm white. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I have white privilege. That's not what fuck white privilege is, you know.
No, one time for like an example like that, like you just mentioned, I was at the job, right? I'm at work. Obviously, like we're working in the same fucking place, you know, like you're no better, I'm no better. We're at the same place, right? And I have been working at this one job for a minute. And again, all people know of me is work me. You know, they don't know like out of work. You know, and this was when I in my early 30s, right? So I was way out of the whole party scene, crazy time, you know, crazy age.
Trying to prove some shit.
Yeah, I was way out of that. I was like actually trying to prove that I'm, you know, smart way. I was trying to prove like
you're not that guy. Even though you want to be that guy, you're not that
I'm gonna keep trying to be that guy, damn it. No, but bro, these motherfuckers were talking about we're gonna go and driving somewhere. I forgot how the story was going, but they're like, oh yeah, we should all go driving here and do this and blah blah blah. And then I think they were talking about like, oh, we could even drink on the way up there or something like that, right? And then one of the dudes says, oh no, we can't because Tapia's with us, and we, you know, they might pull us over because he's in the car. Like, bro, that, you know, it's one of those moments where
pretty valid.
it's one of those moments where it catches you so off guard, bro. All you can be like, man, fuck you, man. Like that's all you can say, right? But in reality, it's like is those little things that they say that it's a reminder of like, oh, you don't see us as equals, and you don't see you. It's obvious to you that I'm not like you guys, you know. And I never wanted to be them. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not even to be like it's that serious, right? There's subtle reminders.
Subtle. That's the word I was looking for. There's subtle reminders of why people remind us that we're not the same, you know. And I'm not trying, and I guarantee, I promise this, I put this on everything, that I've never been the type of Mexican that wanted to be white. I've never been the type of Mexican that wanted to be black. I've never been the type of Mexican that wanted to be, you know, Puerto Rican, you know, because there's Mexicans that try to act like they're Puerto Rican because they're ashamed of being Mexican for some reason. But I've never been that guy, bro. I've always been the dude that's been proud of being Mexican, always reminds people that I'm Mexican, and always wants to represent being Mexican in a dope way.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I was stupid enough to think like, oh, I want to fit in with the whites, you know, I want to be as dumb as some of the 60% of the voters that think that they're white. If I was that dumb to ever think that way, then I would be blind to those reminders of people telling me you're not like us. You know what I mean? And those, we're not the only guys that deal with this. There's a lot of motherfuckers.
But some people
There's
want
a million motherfuckers dressing just like us. Or I should say, there's a million motherfuckers looking just like us.
Oh, yeah. But there's some motherfuckers, bro, that will overlook that kind of stuff, you know, just to...
Oh, he didn't mean it that way.
They'll act like it went over their head, or they'll just laugh about it, right? But like...
My name's Jose, but they call me Josie.
Yeah.
When I'm with my white friends.
Yeah, because like, let's just say... somebody says that shit to you in front of me, and I'll be like, no mames, güey, ¿por qué dejas que esos güeyes te hablan así, güey? No, güey, puro pedo, güey. Esos güeyes nomás te gusta cagar el palo, güey. They don't even mean it. I'm gonna look at you different, like, what kind of fool are you that you think that they really don't mean that shit? If those jokes are coming from a race, and I'm not even saying that they're like racist in a hatred way, but they're reminding you that you're Mexican.
Yeah.
And you ain't us.
Yeah.
You ain't really joining the cool party.
Yeah.
We can kind of deal with you. You can be around us, but you can't really get in.
You can't be in the club.
You can't be in the club.
You can hang outside the club.
Yeah.
You can't be in the club. You can cut our grass while you're hanging outside the club.
You can get
be in the club.
You can get some of the club benefits. Yeah, like some of the club benefits might rub off on you, you know, and that's all.
The overflow might, you know, drip in your favor.
Yeah, but you cannot be in the club. You cannot be in the club with.
And I'm not trying to be in that club, you know, and that's why I don't understand why some people want to be in that club so bad. It's like, you know, we got our own motherfucking club, you know, but I guess some motherfuckers don't think it's good enough. But, you know, we're kind of leaning towards the conversation, but I don't want to go there just yet.
Lean back.
Shout out Fat Joe, man. That's you know,
a real motherfucker.
A lot of people are judging the way he performed at that game, the Dodgers game versus the Yankees. Like, I didn't give a fuck about the song way. Like, I think people don't realize what he actually did, and maybe this happened. This was one of the reasons why his performance wasn't as great as it was, because Fat Joe was angry way. That's why when he came out way, I feel my thoughts. He started saying like, shout out Puerto Rico, you know, like basically shouting out PR, because the day before that they had just talked so much shit about PR Puerto Rico
in New York,
calling them the island of trash, that he came out trying to make a statement saying, yo, Puerto Rico, we in the building. I'm performing here in this stadium, right? And maybe that might have affected his performance. I'm hearing that the audio was something to do there too. But in reality, bro, I don't give a fuck about the performance way.
Yeah.
I saw that dude represented, and he had the platform, and he represented, bro. And
that's it down way.
That's all I asked, bro. Like, I wish there was a Mexican that will hold it down like that way. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers out there way that we thought they were holding down the flag for the raza way, but they're holding out a different flag. You know what I mean? They're waving a different flag with a white man's last name on it. You know what I mean? But anyways, shout out Fat Joe.
No more revolución, way.
No more of that, bro. But yo, Lazy, let's talk. You know, before we get too carried away, bro. You got you know, the white man has cut you loose from the workforce, man.
They kindly walked me out the building. They kindly escorted me towards the exit.
How did this happen, bro? Tell us, man. How can people avoid the walk of shame?
The walk of shame is real way. Get to work on time. Don't call in on Mondays because your ass is crudo. No, but you know, we've kind of talked, bro, and I won't get too personal in the situation, but it was, you know, lo voy a decir en español porque uno nunca sabe. Fue planeado, pues, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There was
it was all a plan, huh?
ha ha. Fake tears. So there's situations that again go with what the new path that we've chosen, the new lane that we're in, and the current situation that I had at that job, it wasn't aligning with the plan. You know what I mean? There was something that was not gonna let me further, like, be able to achieve the goals that I have.
Like, get ahead. You had what they called? Climaxed?
Ay, mijo. The glass ceiling?
Plateaued? Is that plateaued?
Yeah, you know, there was just something there, bro. Other than I didn't feel like motivated even being there anymore way. But there was other things that also helped the decision to make that, right? So ya son 3 semanas, güey, you know what I mean? 3 y media, 2 y media semanas, you know? And now I'm looking into qué voy a hacer diferente, right? And I'm not going to talk too soon, but as soon as certain things, you know, how do you say it, like develop, then we can talk about it. But that's just the plan right now, way. And there's things that are keeping me, that are allowing me to make these moves because, like we spoke about it before, I've already invested in certain things that are allowing me to you know, whether do I got to take a month off? Do I figure something else out that is going to allow me to do something different? But I'm not panicking.
Yeah.
I'm not like taking whatever job that, you know, like there's so many jobs out here. I don't know what people are talking about, that there's no jobs out here or some shit. I'm getting my emails blown up with so many job opportunities, and
forward it my way, man.
All right, I will. But I could start a job tomorrow if I wanted to.
Yeah. That's the thing. There's plenty of jobs. It's just really what you're willing to do. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to do some strange for a little change.
and that's another thing too, bro. Like, just realizing life, you know what I mean? And the way that I like to enjoy life.
Yeah.
It also makes you picky on what you're gonna, you know, like the job that you're gonna choose. Like, I'm not gonna just jump into another job that is gonna hold me in a building for 10 hours out of my day, bro. I don't feel good with that anymore, way.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm looking into different options right now. Is that completely out of the question? It's not. You know, if you know, family's first. You know, I gotta make sure my family's taken care of, and our future plans and investments are heading the right way. So if it comes to that, it comes to that.
Yeah.
But I'd rather choose something that I can be more, you know, like
happy with.
Yeah, I guess I didn't want to say that word,
right? At the end of
right?
the day, you want to be happy with. You want to be good. You want to feel good about yourself, good about, you know, what's happening.
I want to work somewhere where, like, it's like motivating, happy, and you feel productive, you feel valued, and then you can still leave the place with enough energy to spend family time, bro. Like, bro, how many, like, I'm speaking for myself, but when motherfuckers that like me that work at a job where they're doing 10 hours, 12 hours, it is very difficult to come home with a good attitude, bro. It is very difficult to come home energetic, and let's,
because we've been putting up a front, way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you got to put up a front for, you know, the Caucasian man all day, you know, like, you got to act like professional about some shit. You got to act, that drains you away. You know what I mean? You come home and you're like, you know, it's like, okay, I can put my guard down now. You know what I mean? But that's one thing. Like,
it's draining. Yeah,
it's draining. Right. But like, when you do something that you love to do and you get like respected doing, like, you have a different attitude with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I'm sure there's been people that have been in similar situations, bro. That's not the only situation, but it's one of them where it's like, you don't feel like you're, like, what you're putting in is getting, like, received with, like, appreciation of any sort. You know what I mean? So it's like,
you wanted a participation trophy, huh? You from that generation.
No, bro. Like, it's just too much, and it can get too personal way, but it was just too much for me to even feel like I wanted to go out of my way to do the best job, bro. Like, when you're not doing your best, bro, it is kind of self-inflicting, like, damage, bro.
I know how you feel. Is that, when I told you that I quit my job, like, I wasn't working to my full potential, that I even felt like shitty about myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it gets to the point where it's like, this is not like me. Like, these, this quality of work that I'm doing right now, and what I'm producing here is like a shitty reflection of who I am. You know what I mean? This is not me. And I think that shit gets to you, because it starts fucking with your self-esteem way, because like they say, way, like, if you're not proud of yourself, if you're not proud of what you're doing, like, it starts fucking with your self-esteem way.
Yeah. And then that could lead into other things, right? Like, should my girl be proud of this man she has at home? This motherfucker's half-assing some shit. Should my kid be, taking your kid to the park, and you're thinking like, man, you don't even know your dad's like valiendo verga over your type shit. You know what I mean? So
andas valiendo.
So I can't, like, looking in the mirror is another thing. Looking in the mirror is like, bro, do what you gotta do, bro. These motherfuckers ain't paying you enough.
And then you open up your phone and fucking David Goggins like, hey, bitch.
You fat bitch. Get to work, bitch.
Imagine that all calculated at the same time. But mom is like, I'll make a motherfucker jump off a building, man.
Bro, so yeah, without not going too deep into it, all that plays a role, bro. You're not the proudest of yourself, but I could lie to myself, bro. I don't know. Motherfuckers can lie to themselves. You can
lie to everybody else, but you might as well lie to yourself.
As soon as you start talking to the feds, you want to start telling the truth. But in the mirror, I could be like, bro, fuck it, bro. Just do what you got to do, man. Blah, blah. But you're lying, way. Yeah. But when you look at your girl and you're like, man, they're working so hard, bro. Like, they're really, like, delivering, what they got to deliver and being productive with their job. And then your kids, it's like, is this the example I want to set for you? Like, obviously they don't know, but it's like one day you're gonna find out. Your pops wasn't doing what he needed to do. Obviously, I don't live like that, and I don't want to live like that. So that's where I'm at right now, bro. I'm in between jobs. Yo,
that's a funny ass term, bro. I'm in between jobs. I used to hear motherfuckers say that shit. I gotta say that shit too now.
Hey, in my whole life since I've been like 11 years old, bro, I've never been in between a job, bro. I've always replaced jobs like I replaced women, bro.
I always had one lined up.
It was already one I got hired at.
You had already been at orientation before you quit that other job.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I feel you, but yeah, I totally get you, because like that, I'm in the same situation way. I'm in the exact same situation, and we're like, yo. Sometimes, like you mentioned, way. Sometimes you got to remind yourself of who the fuck you are, way, because the world will try to tell you different. You know what I mean? They'll try to tell you ain't shit. But you gotta remind yourself of who the fuck you are, way. And sometimes it's easier than others, way. But like I tell my daughter, my daughter's like my wife, she's cool with whatever I choose to do, right? Yeah, that's what you want to do, okay? She don't question it, But my daughter, way, she is like someone that kind of keeps me in check, way. You know what I mean? And it's good, way. It's good to have someone like that, because as a kid, I never asked my parents nothing, way. If they were doing something, like that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. You
get smacked questioning our parents,
right? So like I'll tell my daughter, like, oh yeah, I started working at this place, and she's like, oh, you are? And I'm like, yeah, but just part time, just 4 hours a day for now. And she's like, oh, do you like working there? And I'm just like, oh shit, like damn, like I didn't, like, what am I supposed to tell her? Like, no, like because in my head I'm like, this is just a job till I figure something out, like I'm trying to figure things out, But in my mind I'm like, what do I tell her? Like, actually, no, I don't like this job, but it's what I gotta do. But that sounds so like negative. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to put this negative
Yeah.
thing over her in her mind, and like her like worried like, whoa, my dad's doing something that he doesn't like to do right now. Like, I don't want to stress her little
Yeah.
heart on that, you know. So I'm like,
she's not ready to understand like the real like explanation of that, right? Because you don't want to deliver something that is like, sometimes when you have a goal, you have to do some things that you're not really happy doing, or you know, it's not what you would really like to be
like
doing.
sacrifices, you know, like
She's too little to understand that. So then you don't want to put it in their brain like, okay, well, I guess we don't have to do what we like all the time.
because you know, again, dude, like kids nowadays, I'm sure other people's kids are the same way. They remember things way. They'll like ask you, you know, like I'll be like, oh yeah, I start tomorrow, and then she, you know, I pick her up at the bus stop. Right, she's like, so Dad, how was your first day? You know, and I'm just like, oh, like shit, like I'm not used to having these conversations,
Yeah.
you know, because in our world, you know, even our parents, you know, when we got a new job with our parents wouldn't ask us like, how was your first day of work? How do you like the job? Like, you know, like to our parents, we're like, oh, you got a job, good. You know,
Yeah.
make sure you do good so they don't fire you, or make sure you do good so you become a full timer.
Yeah.
That was it, you know. So now I'm like telling my daughter, you know, like, oh, it was good, you know, it was good. I work with some cool people, you know, like this and that.
It can get corny with kids though, right? Because, you know, like we're not used to being like this like happy little family, right?
Yeah.
It's like, did you make any friends, or were they nice to you? And it's like, oh yeah, people are nice, you know. And it's like, oh wow, like,
Yeah.
it's a whole different reality.
So that's like a, you know, so my daughter keeps me in check, you know, like as far as a reminder of like, are you sure you're doing something that you're happy with, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Because I've mentioned things to her before, and I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like this, and then she'll be like, I don't know, Dad, I don't think that's for you, Dad. And I'm like, why not? She's like, I think you're better than that, Dad. And I'm just like, all right, you know, like, but then I do use that as a teachable moment. I'm like, you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, there's sometimes jobs that might not be like your favorite job. I'm like, but there's times where you got to do something that, you know, you don't want to do as far as a job to, you know, to pay the bills, you know. And you know, I tell her that sometimes, but not, I don't bring it so heavy on her.
Yeah.
But because my daughter, bro, like as far as like she remembers, like I've had pretty cool jobs, you know, like working from home, you know, I'm home with her all the time. Or, you know, when I was doing the real estate for a little bit, she's like, oh, cool, you're selling houses, you know. Or you know, starting the boat and jet ski business. That's a cool ass fucking job, right?
Yeah.
Business. What's the other thing? Oh, like now we bought a rental house, and then we're getting it ready to rent and all that. Like to her, like she has these really cool like ideas. Like, damn, my dad's doing some cool shit. Like, you know, this and that. And then when you do something like regular, to her is like, whoa, like it throws her off. And I can understand it, you know, because it throws her off. Like, oh, I didn't expect you to work there because you're normally doing all this other stuff, you know.
Yeah, like when you told you're a pooper scooper.
No mama's way. Hey, no disrespect to the pooper scoopers, man, but you know, I've, like you said, I've did my time, man. I was a lifer, man. I'm already, you know, I put in my work. But talking about that way, you know, that's another thing that I've actually been doing since the summertime. You know, when I quit my job in August, it was the same day that I closed on my house, right? And
That's gonna go in a book one day, huh?
yeah, well, hopefully, you know, hopefully it's a happy ending book, you know, not a tragic.
Happy ending. Love you long time.
No, but you know, I quit my job the same day I closed on my house, and it was for two reasons. One was because we wanted to go full in on the business. Two was because I needed all the free time I could have to get the house ready, right? Because ever since August, I've been painting. We've been doing updates. We've been, you know,
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, way. It's a lot of work. Like little fixtures can just be headaches, way, because it might not be the right fixture. It might not fit. It don't go well. It don't go that. Because what we're trying to do with our rental property, or what we're gonna do with our rental property, is it's gonna be short-term rental. So it's gonna be Airbnb, VRBO, and other platforms that rent for, you know, days, weeks, months, you know, short-term. So when you do things like this, bro, you gotta furnish the whole house with.
Yeah.
So imagine way buying a house is blank, you know, bald, and you gotta fill it in, bro. You gotta fill it in with everything, bro. Couches, TV.
You've never been able to fill it in.
But I'll try. I'll die trying. The motherfucker died trying.
You're like one little couch in an empty living room.
Yo, what kind of houses you dealing with, lazy?
Just fucking.
What's it called? No, so imagine, bro, like when you're doing short-term rentals like Airbnb, you gotta furnish it way. So like from August to now, we've been buying couches, we've been buying like muebles, you know, we've been buying like beds, we've been buying everything that you can imagine, bro. That is, you know, because obviously when you rent a house, bro, or Airbnb, we don't want it to like you show up and it's just a fucking mattress on the fucking floor and a fucking
oh, shit.
A couch that don't match the fucking, you know, TV stand with the dining table with everything, right? We
You're
want
selling an experience también,
right. So we want people to walk in and be like, "Wow, this is a," you know, when someone books something like an Airbnb or a hotel, like, "Damn, bro, like you found this spot, like it's a dope spot, right?" I want our house to be like, "Damn, like you did a good job finding
Good
this place.
find,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a good find. It's a nice house. It's comfortable. They took their time on it and all that." So that's what I've been doing, bro. And like basically like all like. I guess I'll keep it kind of transparent here. Like basically the money that I made through the business, I invested all that into the house way.
Oh shit! I spend mine on bitches and hoes. And a little bit of gold.
I'm dripping in gold.
Look at me, baby. I'm dripping.
No, mama's way. But I basically, all the money I made, I reinvested it into the house way, you know, and it's like, it is what it is, right? It's a good feeling to be able to have the money to buy away, but at the same time, that's why, like, you know, right now is like where it's like, all right, I gotta figure shit out because it's like, the bills don't stop, you know what I mean? But so far it's been a dope experience where we actually put it on the market today way, so it's like fresh, like we finally got it to the point where we feel comfortable, and you know, sometimes I feel like, damn, we kind of took our time, but it seems like it way, but there's so much work to it, you know.
It's your first time doing it.
It's our first time doing our first rental property, so we added so much to it, you know. I love going to the house, right? Like when I go there, I can't even believe it's my house, right? That's how nice I feel like we made that house.
It's a big achievement, bro. And it's like, since we've been doing so much dope stuff, like that achievement 10 years ago would feel like a way bigger achievement, right? But since now we're doing like so much dope things here and there, learning so much, it's just like an achievement. It's still a big achievement, but it's more like a realistic. Oh yeah, of course, Molly got a rental property, and if you got another one next year, I'd be like, oh cool, you know, yeah, of course he would.
Yeah.
But back then we'd be like, no mames, what you did, bro. Y no la rentan, güey. Y luego si no la puedes pagar, güey.
Yo, you turned it into a whole paisa, güey.
Hey, when it comes to like money, bro. Y güey, luego se te la quitan, bro. Hijo.
No mames, te endrogaste con esa, güey. No mames, güey. No, but yeah, you know, that's facts, because I feel the same way. Like I've said it before, like this didn't just happen out of the blue, you know. It didn't be like, oh, you know what, we should do. No, we've been for years. For a couple of years now, we knew that this is what we wanted to do, and it's finally here. So it just feels like, you know, like you mentioned, of course, this is what we're doing.
It's
of
just
course,
part of the plan, yeah.
But there's a lot of dedication, way. There's a lot of dedication and there's a lot of emotions to it, because at the same time there is doubt. Just like when every business is a risk, you know. There's doubt, there's risk, there's, you know, you're worried a little bit, you're stressed out a little bit, but you know, with the help of God, everything's gonna go good, man. But you know, one really dope thing, way, like, you know, like going through this whole process, way, it's just dope, way, to like be able to like have your family to help me out, bro. Like you help me out with like basically every heavy furniture that I put in the house, you helped me out, man. So thank you, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, our shout out to that boy Moy, bro. Like our older bro, like that dude, like he knows how to do like a lot of different shit. You know, like when we got car problems, he helps us out. When we got house problems, he helps us out. So like you know, like our bro, he put in a whole island in our kitchen. He did electrical work way. He did fucking like, bro, he did so much work, bro, at the house way that it would have cost me a lot of money way to hire someone to do a lot of the shit that he did, you know. I still pay my bro, you know. But like,
he's pretty chill about things, right? I guess we're brothers way, but he's not the kind of bro that's like, man, I don't want to ask him, bro, because he's not gonna want to type shit.
Yeah.
He, you know, Moy's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, man. And then like just recently, bro, because you know, when you rent a house, you got to get a rental license from the town that it's in, right? So we you know, we applied for our rental license, and then they sent out an inspector to go out to the house, and then he came up with a list of things that we needed to fix, right, or needed to update. So there was some things, bro, that I could do, but there was some things that I couldn't. You know, like there's some plumbing issues. Like there was like some plumbing issues with the bathroom. They didn't want certain type of piping. They wanted a different. No diddy. So
you can't say piping with a straight face. We had to pipe it down.
So so he helped me out with a lot of different shit, bro. Like with the plumbing, with the electrical, with just a lot of different things, bro. And when they did that inspection, bro, like they gave me like a timeline, and at the same time I'm on my own timeline. I'm like, bro, we need to get this up. Yeah. So, bro, he came through like late, like after a full-time day work, bro. He still came that night to help me to do some shit, bro. And
because he's not coming to help from like a unknown like situation. Like Moy has his own Airbnb, you know what I mean? So he's like, bro, let's get this fucking house on the fucking on the market, because every day, especially every weekend, there's money that's not being made, bro.
Yeah. And you know, that's the thing too. Like you need your family to push you, you know, like he would tell me, you would tell me, but at the same time it's like it seems so easy to just like, fuck it, let's put it up. But it's like when something's not
then someone goes to Disney World for a week and it's like
see, that's another thing, bro. Like I had that vacation that I had set up, but before I get to that, shout out to wifey and her mom, because they help with the decorating and a lot of the styles that we went to, man. And this is not like, you know, because I'm gonna put up some pictures, but this is not like all me, you know. This is not my doing, you know. Like it's help from you, help from my bro, help from my girl and her mom, her fam, and like, bro, like this takes a team way, you know, to do some shit like this. But yeah, like that's why I was kind of in the limbo for a while, because I'm like, okay, the season's over. It's time to, you know, start thinking about, you know, I gotta start looking for a job. But then I had a vacation planned. You know, one thing about me now that I've been doing this is our third year doing, that we have a vacation like on the calendar, bro. Like it don't matter if we did the best year, if we did an okay year, if we did like not the best year.
Even
like,
in the negative?
Even in the negative.
Oh, you one wild hombre.
Like, bro, like that vacation is happening way, because it's like I'm making it a standard that is like we have a yearly vacation, and you know, like my goal is like we have multiple vacations within a year, but for sure there has to be one, right? And one place that we love is Orlando, so we've gone to Orlando 3 times, and the reason for it también is because it's like we work, like we have, our business is a seasonal job, it's a summer job, so we got to be here all summer, right?
And the best weather of days, that's the days for sure we can't have no family time, like,
right? As
far as like that's not having to do with work,
right? So like what's the warm places to go to during our off season is Orlando, right? Or else going down to Mexico, which, you know, we're planning that in the future. But it's like that's kind of our thing, you know. We like Orlando. Our kids love Orlando. They got Disney World, and you know, we've gone 3 years in a row to Disney World, and that's kind of like a tradition now, and I like that. And it's just a very dope feeling way that is like.
That's pretty gangster though, bro, because you pull them out of school to go to vacation.
I do pull them out of school. Like this time we were in Orlando for 8 days way. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So I would pull them out of school, because at the same time way, it's like you only, like, I know it sounds cheesy way, but you only live once, you're only young once, and your kids are only young once, you know. So like to us it's like let's go enjoy some time. And it was real cool this time because we had a lot of free time, bro. Like we'd be at the pool like the whole day chilling, you know. We went to the beach just the whole day chilling. It's not nothing like scheduled, like, you know, like, oh, we got to be here by this time, we got to go there by this. It was just like, this is a pool day. We had multiple pool days. There's a beach day, and then we had a day at Disney World. And it was just very chill way, like no schedule, no rush. And it was like you could like dedicate it, like your kids can show you whatever they're doing, right? They're drawing something, you have all the time in the world to see their drawings, to show you what they did on their iPads, what they colored, what anything that they're doing, bro. And that's like, that's a beautiful thing, way, when you just have all the time in the world, bro. You don't got to be at anywhere other than where you're at that moment, bro. And it's dope, man. So
yeah, we
have a good time, man. So that was cool. So we got back from that, and then it was like now it's like game time, you know what I mean? Now it's like, all right, that's over with. Now it's time to get on our grind. Now it's time to, first of all, you know, like I mentioned, I got a job. But second of all, it's like I'm brainstorming. Like, what else is out there that I can get into? Like, you know, a side hustle type of deal, but that can pay my bills, right? That can make some pretty decent money. So that's what I'm on, bro. And yeah, bro, that's pretty much where it is with that. You know,
that's real time shit, though. You know what I mean? And everything's in real time right now. Like you just posted up your crib an Airbnb today.
Yeah.
Right? Tomorrow, things are changing in real time, bro. So it's like, that could affect the way that you look for a different job. You know what I mean? Because it could be like, oh shit, now I'm busy as hell, having to deal with the Airbnb.
Yeah, because for let's see. Yeah, for 4 months. I bought the house 4 months ago, right? So for 4 months, I've been paying 2 mortgages away.
Highway.
You know, and people that know, you know.
I thought people
that know, they know.
I thought people couldn't buy houses under Biden's administration.
Hell, see, that's what I'm saying.
They not
bro.
working hard enough.
I don't think people are working hard enough, because I'm gonna just keep it real with my situation. My life I've done everything under the Biden administration.
As far as the new improved Smiley, as far as his financial and investing,
as far as like my goals, like as far as goals, right? And as far as like taking risks, right? Starting a business.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But everything has been under the Biden administration. Has it happened because of Biden? No. Were we planning when Trump was in office? Yes. You know, like this planning and us doing what we're doing, it really don't matter who's president, because like we're at a level where, you know, where that shit, a lot of that shit doesn't affect us, you know, especially Trump's plan.
Right.
So it's like I was mentioning, under the Biden administration, we started a business. Under the Biden administration, I bought my rental property. Under the Biden administration, I've been going on vacation since fucking she took oath. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of my life has been very dope during the Biden administration. But that's one thing that people got to understand. It's not about who the president is. It's about what you're willing to do as an individual. You know,
how are you moving? Like we've talked about this, like, you know, when the podcast slowly started evolving and we started kind of changing up our ways. We've talked about it before. If you don't plan for exactly what the fuck you want or which way you want your life to be or move towards, ain't nobody gonna one day come and fix your life up for you. If you're broke today, you're gonna be broke in a year or two.
Exactly. And it's like, people are looking at the president of like, save me, please save me, Mr. White Man. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you should be saving your damn self, way. Like, you should be, like I mentioned, way, like right now we being honest, we being transparent as fuck, wait, saying like, yo, we look out here possibly looking for multiple jobs or a job till we figure something else out. We keeping it real. We're not like, oh shit, thank God Trump won now because he's gonna save us, and now I don't have to look for a second job, and now I'm gonna get more money in my taxes, or I'm going to get more money in my job, and no sé qué tanto, way. Like that. I'm not fucking here waiting on Trump to save me, way. Like I'm not waiting on Biden to save me. I'm figuring shit out on my own way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not making life decisions on who the fuck is president at that moment.
Right.
You know?
And to be honest, you know, I've seen some comments or posts where people are like, I just want my kids to be in a country where the economy's still good, or this and that. And it's like, all right, check this out. Just like we said that the presidents ain't gonna determine where you at or where you are at in your life. If you made some shitty financial decisions, you know, within your whole life, it ain't gonna change in the next coming years. But if you didn't raise your kids to be like smart or be financially educated or teach them how to start a business or teach them how to move financially
Or teach them work ethic.
Ain't no president gonna fix that for them either, bro. It ain't gonna be Biden, it ain't gonna be Trump, it ain't gonna be the next guy, the next, you know, person. You know, we're gonna see a few more presidents in our lifetime, bro. And I don't give a damn who it is. I know that they ain't gonna change our life, bro.
Yeah, I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican. Like, that's not gonna like right now it's like Trump won. It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be sad now, and I can't. I'm gonna be real. I was pissed off, and I'm like disappointed, like a motherfucker way. But I'm not like like gonna be fucking crying for the next 4 years. No, like I'm disappointed because of how it turned out. But that's not gonna stop me from my personal goals that I got in life. Is it gonna? And like, let's get into it, right? So Trump winning again, it's just a weird thing because the first time that he won, he said a lot of dumb shit, right?
Yeah.
But he hadn't been convicted of a lot of dumb shit yet.
That's crazy, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the first time it was just him saying a lot of dumb shit. Grabbing girls by the pussy or whatever, right? Or calling Mexicans rapists and drug dealers and all that. And all the other bullshit that he said. That was just a lot of talking, right? The second time around, what had he done? He had tried to take DACA away. He did stop it. Like, you know, people couldn't start new applications.
Yeah.
They could only renew. And then the whole convictions about, you know, basically hiding the money that was paid to Stormy Daniels or whatever the fuck her name is. And then what's insurrection or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah, at the
like,
Capitol.
All that happening. And then it's like, oh shit, like, and people still want that in the office. That to me is kind of like hard to understand, like why people are like so like obsessed. You know, I think people are just obsessed with him.
Yeah. There's an obsession there, and I think I don't know, way, because it's from both sides, right? It's from the people that are so poor, but it's also an obsession with the people that are so rich. Like. It's like
and the middle class.
And the middle class. There's like this obsession of like, obviously the super rich know that they're gonna benefit a lot from just even the relationship or contracts, governmental contracts, or being able to change some certain laws here and there. But the poor, I don't know if they 100% think that they're gonna become rich or something like that, or like become like have money, but they feel like they have this new power, you know, like this like they're part of something that gives them some kind of like it's kind of like, you know, like with gangs, how they give you this energy,
this false idea of power.
Yeah, bro, it's like that. It's like the majority of it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be the Güeros. They're the ones they're in that gang. That's their gang. You know what I mean? MAGA is a white dude gang. Yeah, they accept blacks and Mexicans, you know, but they're just not the face of the gang.
They accept the confused whites and Mexicans. I mean, blacks and Mexicans.
But that's a crazy thing. The influence is so heavy that we had talked about it even on the pod before. I was like, there's way too much big influencers, the money influencers, the culture influencers that are all going for Trump. It was almost like it was impossible for him not to win, bro, because everybody made it like the coolest thing to be. And you know, like I can understand certain people, but to some people, I'm just like, bro, I don't know where you think you fit in there, bro. Like, that's not, like we said earlier, that's not your club, you know? If me and you are working and painting, let's just say when we're doing the studio, we're painting it and we're going to wear our older clothes. We might have some paint on our clothes. We'll go to Home Depot, bro. ain't nobody looking at us like some MAGA Latinos, bro. They looking at us like there go them, you know.
I don't even think people got respect for Latinos that are down with MAGA way. I just don't understand the way. Like there was 60% of Latinos that voted for Trump this time, right?
Yeah.
That was crazy to me. I'm disappointed in the community way,
Yeah.
because I'm like, for so many years we're out here representing, we're out here waving our flags, saying,
Yeah.
Latinos stand up, yo, brown pride, viva la raza, brown is beautiful. And it's like you over there bending over for the people that made us have to represent hard.
Yeah.
Like you're over there kissing ass to the motherfuckers that made us have to represent this hard, to let motherfuckers know that we're not ashamed of who we are. We're not scared to represent where we come from, and we're proud of our roots.
Yeah.
Like we don't just represent this heavy because it's like we woke up one day and it's like, oh, I just feel like waving my flag around today, or I just feel like dressing the way I dress, just for whatever, right? No, we've dressed the way we dress. The whole Chicano culture, we wave our flags. A lot of the things that we do it to represent where we come from, and
to show our pride,
and to let people know we're not gonna let you guys intimidate. We're not gonna let anyone intimidate us of who we are, and let us feel like we're not supposed to be proud of being brown, not supposed to be proud of being Mexican, not supposed to be proud of coming from immigrant families, immigrant parents, immigrant grandparents. Like, we did that to show people, like, you're not going to intimidate us. We're proud of who we are. We love our brown skin. So now we're in the position of like, oh damn, like we're out here representing heavy, and some of these motherfuckers that I've seen that also represent heavy are voting for Trump. Voted for Trump, and it's kind of like it like kind of fucked up the culture way. It kind of fucked up the community, because now it's kind of like, how the fuck can all this be together?
Yeah, right. Like how are we fighting for the same? How are we fighting for similar things? How are we pushing for certain things? How are we representing the culture, la raza, our roots, our heritage? But we're on complete opposite sides when it comes to this political situation.
And I feel like that created a division way, and that created and bro, I was thinking about this the other day. That's like the divide and conquer at its finest way. Dividing, and they did, and you I guess you got to give credit to the motherfuckers, because they were able to confuse certain Latinos to think that they're for them.
Yeah,
you were able to confuse, like, if you were good enough to confuse motherfuckers to think that they should go against their own people and they should be down with you guys, then I can't even be mad at them. You got to be mad at your own people for being like, you guys really that stupid?
You guys are good. Like, I'll give credit to them, bro. They dismantled every man, I don't know if the Black Panther would still be around if they would even dismantle them. That's how incredible I feel like they did to dismantle the Latino unity that I felt that we had. If you make these supposable gangbangers with tatted up faces think that you're on their side and that they're on your team, damn, you did a hell of a job, bro.
Yeah. If you can make Latinos that have the thickest accent feel like they're part of your club, if you can make cholos think that they're part of the club, when in reality, when you're showing images of gangsters to their followers, that's the pictures they're showing. This is the people we need to get out of this country. Like, you're showing the pictures of them to your fan base to show, like, you guys need to vote for me so I can get these kind of people out of this country. You somehow made them believe that they're on your team. It's like,
they're good way.
That's why is that phrase that was created, and I didn't want to say it last time, but I'm gonna say it now. The roaches parade, right? Mm-hmm. Is like you can somehow convince a roach to be down with raid. You know, it's gonna kill you. Like, how are you gonna be down with something that's gonna kill, that can kill you?
It's gonna hurt you and your community. But you know, I'm just glad, bro, that I don't know if it's a maturity. I don't know if it's just.
I'm just glad time went by before we got into this topic, or before we talked about this, because obviously our emotions were a lot higher when it barely happened, because just like the whole community, there's a lot of motherfuckers that I'm just like not down with. The whole I ain't down with no Latino for Trump. Like, I guess I'll keep that real, but like on social media, you saw other Latinos like us that feel the same way. Like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, how is it that there's Latinos out there that voted this way? You know, and we've all known that Cubans tend to vote that way, and Cubans, you know, did that last time. But this time to see more Mexicans doing it, it was kind of like, damn.
I did see the numbers though, and I don't know how accurate all these numbers are, but it did show that majority of Mexican Americans did still vote blue.
Yeah, they still did vote for Kamala.
Yeah, and Puerto Ricans, man. So shout out to the Boricuas, man. They were the only we were the only two groups that still voted blue. You know, and some people that are listening right now, they're going to be like, well, yeah, it shows that we still need a lot more work to wake us up, because you're on the wrong party type shit, right? But you know, just us being some real ass fools, dude. What I don't understand when people say the Democrats have let us down. Like, have you ever expected anything of them? No. Like, was there a promise that you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. It was like, you guys keep fooling us Latinos. It's like, what are they fooling with you, bro? I just know that their main party is not saying, or their main policies are not trying to deport a lot of our relatives and people out the country. Other than that, let me do the work, bro. Yeah. You know, it's like
you're trying to convince us that the Democratic Party hasn't done anything for Latinos. Like, who started DACA?
Yeah.
Obama. Who continued DACA? The Biden administration.
Obamacare.
You know? Like, who, like, Biden, what he did was he did this thing called parole and stay, right? Yeah. So, you know, a lot of people that don't even worry or have to deal with immigration anymore, they don't even see, it don't affect them. To them, it's like, I'm part of the white, I'm like American. Like, don't even compare me to other Mexicans, other Latinos. I'm American, you know. But no, in reality, there's a lot of us Latinos, a lot of us Mexicans that we still dealing with immigration. I just had a meeting with immigration.
I'm shit.
Very fresh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
who you snitch on?
All the Latinos with Trump's family. Like, yo, you see that motherfucker right there? He voted against his mama.
You know what's gonna be even crazier, bro? Like, I don't want no Latinos unless I know that you was rocking with unless I know you were rocking on the right side all along. I don't want to hear motherfuckers complaining about because this 4 years, there's going to be so many more viral videos of Latinos getting racially, verbally assaulted, racially profiled. There's going to be so many videos of that. I don't want motherfuckers to talk about, like, man, that ain't right, man. Somebody needs to do something about that. We should go like, no, shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah. You know, the other main protester, dude, that one homie in Cali that used to go protest for.
Oh, Eden?
No. I forgot.
The one that's locked up.
Yeah.
Enamorado.
Yeah, look at him, bro. He got locked up for protecting and fighting for his people, bro. Everybody forgot about him already. Bro.
Yeah, like, this is what the fuck I get. Like,
I don't know if he'll recognize that, but it's like, bro, a lot of the people you fought for and a lot of the cause that you fought for are voting for the other side. A large part of that stereotype and the way that they see us as a people as a whole, that side is the same side that got you in prison, and that's who they voted for. You know what I mean? So it's just that fight has been like that motivation to fight for that cause has been affected, man. And we'll see, man. You know, hopefully there's some people that can come up and we can be proud of, man. Because right now I'm not proud of a lot of shit that I'm seeing. But I am proud of a lot of Latina or Latino influencers that they've been influencers for La Raza and Latinos all along, and they were influencing towards the right side, bro.
Oh, and shout out to Snow the Product, because honestly, bro, like I said, there's no Mexicans that be standing up talking for them. She's the only one, bro.
Yeah.
I bet you the most successful out of all of them, and the only one speaking up for us, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, bro, we should have basically everyone should be like, I don't know. I guess before we thought we were all on the same team, but
Not the free thinkers.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I thought we was all on the same page, way, but we ain't. So shout out to people like Snow the Product that have. This is the crazy part. Snow the Product probably has more white fans than any other Latino artist. That's voted for Trump, and she's still down with the cause, bro. She's still down with who she is, with who we are, right?
Yeah.
And other motherfuckers that their only fan base are Mexicans, and some of them, half of your fan base are undocumented. You voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know, bro. I don't want to get too fucking deep in here, but ain't nobody rocking with you but Mexicans.
Yeah.
And you're gonna vote for the person that's anti-Mexican?
It's crazy, man.
Yo.
Well, se tuvo que decir y se dijo. Shout out to that vato too, man.
Yo, yeah, shout out to that dude. I forget his name, but
He's a nice guy, though. You know what I mean? Like, he's the kind of dude that is like, pues mi raza, perdimos mi raza, y hay que seguir peleando. No, sometimes we gotta say, fuck y'all.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, you know, no nice guy shit, bro. Not on my end, bro. There ain't no nice guy shit. But that's that, bro. You know, and bro, it's gonna be some 4 years of different shit that we're gonna see.
There has to be some healing.
And I'm kind of like on the same plan as the black homies are on, bro. Like, I'm gonna mind my own business, man.
Bro.
I'm gonna mind my own damn business. Worry about my family. You know, collect them chips. Get my investments in, you know, what I'm doing. I ain't gonna worry about nobody else, man. Because this whole situation, everybody was so fucking lost in the sauce, bro. That look where we're at now, bro. You know what I mean? So,
But bro, I don't want to see Latinos for Trump crying because they deporting their abuelita, bro, or they're deporting their tios and tias and their mom or dad. Like, if I swear, bro, these motherfuckers, bro, like, it's gonna be fun. I don't like seeing people get deported, but it's gonna be funny if I see a Latino for Trump family getting deported.
we've
bro.
already seen stupidity, bro. There's the dude Angel. He was going viral on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Angel some shit because
Angel Rodriguez.
Yeah, he was a Trump supporter. His neighbors are Trump supporters, but his neighbors told him they don't want his kids playing with their kids simply because he was Latino or they didn't speak proper English or some shit. So,
you ain't in the same club. You ain't in the club, man.
you're not that guy. You know, trust me, bro. Like, I know every other state got to be similar to fucking Minnesota. You know when you are welcomed. You know, we cannot be we cannot be so gullible or oblivious to the situation. You know when you step into a room and when you feel welcomed and when you don't. And a lot of you motherfuckers are gonna be in the finding out process, man.
Yep.
You ain't them peoples. You're not in the club. And when you find out, I hope you do find out, because if you don't, that just means you're gonna continue to be oblivious. And if you're really about your money and you really want to come up in this world, it means you got to start making some changes and put in the motherfucking work, man, because like David Goggins would say, you're just a bitch. You're just a fat bitch. Get out and put in the motherfucking work.
All right, man, let's roll.
All right. Peace.